Now, was this
Mhm.
your first major project?
This is my first major independent project, 100%. Yes, learned a lot.
Okay. So that's I love it. You know, you have people that are watching and listening and they're like, "Houseway, how did you make that happen in 2 years? Like, what kind of connects did you have? How did you, get in front of the right people? Did you go and get an investor?" So let's talk about that story. Like, how did you make it happen? How did you bring it all to life?
I think that that's a culmination of things. I'm blessed to have a lot of really good family and friends around me that are motivated people. Um, One of the big things that I used to do all the time, and still do to this day, I'm a huge Nipsey Hussle fan. So I watch all of Nipsey Hussle's interviews, even still to this day, and he always would talk about. It was like an old interview that I watch all the time, and he would just talk about like how you just do it what you got. If you don't have $1 million, you do it with the $10 you got. You figure out there's always a way that you can figure things out. And so I just looked around one day and I'm like, I'm sitting on my couch. It's like the DeVry commercial. I'm sitting on my couch all day. I'm doing nothing anyway. There's gear in the garage. There's a pencil right here. I have an idea. What would it hurt to try? And so I have a really good understanding of the film industry. I've been doing that for about 12 years now. And so my day-to-day job is director DP. So I know how to shoot and come up with things. And so I wrote it. I reached out to some friends. I'm like, hey, I wrote this thing. Would you check it out? And at first it was moving kind of slow. Our friends are like, oh, okay, I'll check out this thing. And then after a while, I was like, okay, this isn't moving fast enough for me. So I was like, I'm going to shoot it this day. And I just called up my friend, Christia. I was like, hey, I got this script. I want to shoot it. We're going to shoot this day. I reached out to Maurice, who's on Love and Marriage. And I was like, hey, I got this mom character. You think Kimmy will be down with it? She was like, yeah. After my friends saw me started to do it, they're like, hey, how can we help? I was like, hey, I need, someone to help me shoot this day. I need a lot of the actors in the film are my friends. They're not even actors. But their character just in general are the character of those characters. A lot of the characters are based off my friends. And so I just basically put them in the role of the character that fit them. And we just did it with what we had. You know what I mean? I spent money on locations. I spent money on lunches, stuff like that. But I had a lot of people help me out. And then I did something very interesting because I didn't have a lot of money for actors was we just all kind of drew up paperwork to do back end percentage deals. And like all the actors got percentage in it on the back end. And we actually just got paid from Tubi. And it was really nice to to get that. You know what I mean? And so I would say it was God for real. Like it was just you hear the story about like just start and God will do the rest. I was like, I'm just gonna write it and then I'm just gonna go out and get a camera and shoot it. And even after the first day, I was like, I don't know how this is gonna get done, but we did something the first day, so let's just keep going. And then like day after day, somebody was like, hey, I hear you doing this thing. Can I come help?